Hello and welcome to Lab 4, Section 1. My name is Sam Smith. This is for CST 336. So I'm starting off in Aptena. I'm going to create a new from template PHP file. Name it Lab 4 Section 1.php. And then I'm also going to create a new from template HTML5. I'm just going to copy from it, so it doesn't matter what name. And I'm just going to delete everything that's not in this div, copy it. It doesn't matter about this file. Paste it in here from our HTML, and we're going to start coding the beginning of this website right here. Just one drop down, and you can select from a series of teams, one button. It's pretty simple. So first we're going to write some HTML for it, just the beginning form. So in your section 1 PHP, you can save it now if you want to, and go to properties in Aptena, copy from the @ over, and paste in here. You can see what you're working with. We don't have any drop down, but we've got the general layout going. So it's just a normal H2 and then a select, which is the drop down. Select a team is the first value you'll see, and then an option. And we're echoing out each select in this for each with team names as team, and that's we're going to get from a query a little bit later. And then we're echoing, that's the value, is the stadium ID, and then what is getting written is the team name. And then we're closing our select and our form, and this is saying get stadium info. And then we are going to write the query for this. And first we're going to connect to the database, which I'm not sure if I think this might be new for this lab, so I'll go over what's happening here first. We're going to go up to the top of our lab, and we're going to paste in this PHP and close it. And basically this is the connection info to your database. I'm using Miguel Lara's for this example, so you'll have your own information for this. If you need to go find it, you can go to hosting.csumb.edu/db for database, and don't forget to save, and it will show you how to connect. So this is establishing the PDO connection. There's several different types of connecting. I'm sure you'll learn it, but mostly we just use PDO. At least that's what I use for my class. And then this is just going to show an error when connecting to the database. And then we're going to write a query. So this query is basically getting all the team names and their stadium IDs. So it's selecting team name, stadium ID from the table called NFL team, which you'll either have created or you can use Miguel's database, but I think you should be provided the documentation to just add the tables into your database with some SQL. So it's from NFL team, which is what the table is called, and then ordered by team name, something you're grabbing, ascending. So it'll be first name, or first letter A will be the first one you see on the drop down. This is preparing the statement, executing, fetching all the data as team names, which is what we called this here. So that's how we're grabbing the array from up here. And now if we save and we go back and reload, we'll have all our team names here. So that's working perfectly. Now we just need to make the button and work, etc. So we're going to write another query. It's for the button, and it's going to get all the stadium info. So it's an if is set on the get stadium ID, which is another piece that we're going to build in a second. And then it's getting the get value of stadium ID, storing it as stadium ID, and then saying select everything, which is what the star is, or the asterisk, from NFL stadium where stadium ID equals stadium ID. This is the array where you're passing in the variable you stored the get stadium ID, another prepare, execute the array, fetch the data that you gathered, etc. And then we just have to write a piece down here, and we should be good to go. So go down here, and this is where we're going to echo out the information. So after the form, I'm going to write a little PHP and wrap it in an if is set. So is set stadium info, and then also making sure it's not empty. Echo out stadium name, street, city, state, and zip of the one we got. And I'm pretty sure if we save and reload, we should be able to select a team and get their info. So the Dallas Cowboys. Really? Okay, good. The Denver Broncos. Sports Authority Field at Mile High. So that's been the lab. You should have a fully functional beginning, and we'll move on to part 2 in a moment. Thanks for listening.